It's 3:01. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the information. As I stated earlier, my name is Marlo Prelo, and I am the representative for the University of Arizona Global Campus, which is their online division created specifically for our adult learners. So, again, I thank you guys for taking time out of your day to settle down and, listen to this presentation. And also huge congratulations to MSC Industrial Supply just for putting this program together for the associates. Very big deal. And could not say enough about your leadership team, as well as your HR individuals. They did an amazing job of helping us pull this together for you. So with that being said, let's get started. You can see higher education, lower costs. This is the University of Arizona Global Campus experience. On the agenda, we're going to talk about a few different things, the benefits of a degree. We'll talk about the degree offering. I'll touch on the honors program, student support. We have a lot of support mechanisms out there that are available to you all. Transfer credits, which is always a popular topic, as well as accreditation. And then we will get into the full tuition grant, as well as the tuition benefit, okay? As well as the tuition benefit. So the experiencing the benefits of a degree, okay? College students earn 74.5% more than high school graduates do. So we all know, that education is pretty important component to continuing to move up and move on, even in your current position. But having a degree also helps expand your knowledge and help you gain valuable skills. It will help you position yourself for a new role within the company and organization, opens new career paths, and then my personal favorite, it builds confidence and motivation to drive your career. There's nothing like going into a situation, you got a little formal education under your belt, you've studied, you know the material, you know the information, and it just helps set you up for even more future success. Okay. But confidence and motivation is nothing like it. I'm a big confidence and motivation guy. So explore the journey. Okay. Here, this slide just talks a little bit about some of the programs that are available. Now, the good thing about, working for MSC is most of you are kind of in a business-like role, okay? Most of the degree programs that we have, are going to fit and are really going to work in the parameters of what you already do every day. So some of the ones that we want to highlight, first of all, if you're working in general business and you're thinking about being a manager or you want to become a manager, business is going to be a great route. If you're interested in earning an MBA, then obviously business is going to be a great route. We've got several MBAs in a few different disciplines. So that's, something you can look into. And if you feel like you have the skills, but are lacking the leadership component, then again, overall general business is going to be something that can help you as well. When we talk about exploring more, because the university does have over 60 degree programs, there's finance, management, marketing, communications, business administration, information technology, just to name a few. So your programs, are going to be subject to management approval, and it should rotate around something, that you're currently doing in your position every day. Okay. Now, our Forbes School of Business, as you can see here, it says Forbes School of Business and Technology. We collaborated and partnered with the Forbes entity, which you probably seen in the magazine. You may be familiar with the Forbes 100, with the Forbes list. We collaborated with Forbes and we built our School of Business. Okay, that is what we did. We sat down with those guys, created a program, and that's what makes it a really rich and robust School of Business. So Steve Forbes, we always like to just give him a little shout out here on this slide because he talks about the collaboration really just being a natural extension of what Forbes had done for nearly 100 years, because they have extensive business insight. We wanted to create a School of Business, so therefore it came together and it was a perfect relationship. Now, in the School of Business, students are going to have access to a number of different things. Okay, you're going to have access to the lecture series, which is similar, kind of like a TED Talk style deal. It's all pre-recorded, but you'll see some of that. These unique events give you access to today's great business minds. So a lot of our students love getting into those lecture series and really broadening their horizons and learning more about those particular topics. Forbes content. The courses are built with relevant Forbes articles and videos and are updated to reflect changing times in the business world. So everything is up to date. It's all trendy and it really keeps up with. It's a good reflection of what's going on right now, current today. And we like to chip in and just talk a little bit about our board of advisors, because we do have a renowned board of advisors who have unparalleled expertise to continue pushing the envelope in business. So, the core of this slide is we've surrounded ourselves with some really smart people, and we took the time to really develop a robust curriculum so that you can really maximize and get the most that you are going to get out of the curriculum. Now, the Honors College. I like to talk about the Honors College because if you are a student who excels, above and beyond GPA wise, you could have an opportunity to move into the Honors College. And it's really special because there are a few perks and things available that aren't available with any other, that aren't available across the regular curriculum. So you talk about gaining leadership experience. You could also gain mentorship from a faculty member, which is unbelievable to have a, close one-to-one relationship, with one of our esteemed business faculty members. You could really benefit and learn a lot from that relationship. And the Forbes School of Business and Technology at the University of Arizona Global Campus will provide awesome networking opportunities. So just the opportunity to be, in a smaller inner circle, receive some additional perks and things of that nature. A lot of students really like the Honors College and they like the experience that the Honors College brings. Okay, tools and technology. Obviously we pride ourselves on the technology that we have. When we created the University of Arizona Global Campus, this school in particular was designed for working adults. Okay, so everything is geared and built around the person that goes to work every day. We know you have work, we know you have family, we know you have situations outside of school and wanting to better yourself. So we set everything up and designed everything, trying to keep those things in mind. So we work on an asynchronous coursework schedule. And what that means is that's going to fit into your busy schedule. So we don't all sit down at 3 o'clock and everybody go to school at the same time. The teacher's there, we're all there, and it's 50 minutes. Okay. When you're on an asynchronous schedule, that gives you an opportunity to do the assignments at your leisure and work it into your own schedule. So if you have an assignment that's due on a Monday, for example, you have all day, all evening into the night to complete your assignment, because all assignments are due to be turned into the system at 11:59 on the day that it's due. Each student gets a syllabus and a course calendar, and these things will show you when your assignments are due and when you need to turn it in. So you'll never have to worry, you'll never have to guess. You'll be in a real class with real instructor, other individuals that could be in your course that we have these same similar types of agreements with, the T-Mobiles of the world, JP Morgan Chase, Verizon, Microsoft. These are the companies and the students that, you could be networking with who are also going to be in the class, potentially right alongside you. Okay. The classes are accelerated. For the undergrad courses, those courses are 5 weeks. Okay. You go 5 weeks, that class ends, then you move on to your next course. And the beauty of it is, because you're an adult learner, you're going to take one class at a time. So think of a traditional semester, but it's linear. So we took it from a vertical, turn it on its side, and we're going to let you take one class at a time in a continuous format until you're done. Okay. The graduate courses are 6 weeks. So same thing, same format. You're going to take one class at a time for 6 weeks. And when the course ends in 6 weeks, you get your grade, you move on to your next course, and you just move continuously through the program in that manner until you're done. You will have the ability to take breaks between courses during busy times. So because we know you're adult learners, if there's something going on at MSC, if you're heading into the busy season, it's the holidays or it's Christmas, or for my UPS, workers, heading into the holidays, sometimes they say, hey, I'm not going to be able to take a class right now, or I need to take a break. I need to come back, leave at this date and come back on this date. We know that different things happen and different things come up. So, and not to say that you may be great at time management and able to manage that, but we do like to make the point that we're willing to work with your schedule, at any capacity. So we're here to just be a good partner and make sure that if something's going on, you need to let us know, and then we can act accordingly. Now, you're also going to have the ability to reply to classmates via phone, tablet, or desktop. So one of the things that people really like about the program is the app. You can download the UAGC app. You can have it on your phone. That gives you access to your classmates. It gives you access to class material, course materials, and other things so that you can literally look at your schoolwork on the go. You could be getting a cup of coffee. We spend so much time on our phones, looking at our phones. Well, you could whip your phone out, go right to your classroom, look at your portal, and you could literally be, making a quick post or making a quick response right from your phone. State-of-the-art technology. We do operate on the Canvas virtual classroom system. That is the system that we use. Student portal acts as your virtual file cabinet. So everything that you need is going to be in one space. Microsoft Office 365 is provided free for our students as well. And all of your course materials and textbooks are going to be digital. So again, everything right there, right at your fingertips, even at the fingertips or your thumb tips of your phone. You do get a premium Grammarly account access as well. And that leans into some of the next resources that I'm going to talk about, like Grammarly and other things like that. So dedicated student support, okay? You guys are all going to have your own individual people who are assigned to you as a student. You'll have an academic advisor who makes sure that your courses are on track. You'll have a new student mentor. We like to put students with other peers so that we can get some peer-to-peer learning as people are moving through programs. You'll have a financial service advisor just to make sure that financially, depending on which program you're in, you're getting have a resource or someone who you can check in with those types of issues or things. And then 24/7, and 24/7 is something you're going to see a lot over the next 2 slides, because adults work at different pace. We work at different pace, work at different hours. Sometimes we got to get the kids to sleep, got to get the dinner cooked and get all those things done. So we may be online at 11:30, maybe 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 24/7 tech support. Okay. 24/7 tech support. Now, as you see on this slide, everything is available 24/7. Online tutoring. You can get live online chat using text, audio, or video. But either way, if you're stuck, you get hung up on something, you'll have the opportunity and the ability to get with someone 24/7 on the tutoring side. We use a lot of interactive whiteboards as well. The online library. Again, here you're going to have access to every thesaurus, every type of research resource that you can think of is available in our online library. You can even speak with the librarian. If you're working on a paper, maybe you're doing some research and you've got questions, you want to talk to a librarian and get an idea of which direction you want to go in, you have an opportunity to do that as well. Okay. And then, of course, we have our online writing center, which is awesome because if you have a paper that's due, you can submit your work to the online writing center, give someone an opportunity to go through it. It'll give you back the paper with the errors. You can make your corrections before actually submitting it to your course. So if you haven't been to school in a long time and you're worried about writing papers and getting back into the swing of things and school and how it works, these online resources are great, especially for our adult learners. Okay, getting to the goal faster. As adults, we typically tend to want to get things done quickly, right? Right. So I want to talk a little bit about transfer credits and things of that nature. The University of Arizona Global Campus, we will allow you to bring in up to 90 approved credits toward a bachelor's degree. And a bachelor's degree is anywhere between 120 and 130. It could be a little bit more, give or take. But that is a substantial amount of credit. But again, we want you to get to the goal faster. We know you're an adult. If you're here, you're probably here for a reason. And you're either trying to move on and get promoted, maybe you're doing it for personal satisfaction, maybe trying to beat your kids across the finish line, but whatever the reason is, if we can help you get there quicker, we want to do so. So we'll look at it. We'll evaluate any credits that you have. There's a process for that, but we can do unofficial evaluation as well, just to give you an idea of what the credits look like. And, we can talk you through that situation. Prior learning assessment, there is some testing available that you could, take a test and test out of a course. So that's something that you'll have access to. Then we've got some other national testing programs like CLEP, things of that nature. And then we have Sophia and Straightliner. These are actually uh, deep discounted courses that, someone who's really savvy and maybe just has a few courses left to graduate, depending on the situation and how specific the courses are, the Sophia Straightliner program, could be something that you could look into as well. And you'll get more information in detail on some of these things as we get toward the end of the presentation. Okay. So, but the biggest thing to take away here is transfer credits are great. We want you to transfer in as many credits as you can. Military credits are awesome as well. You've got arts, you've got smarts. We want to look at all of those things. We want to take a look at and try to bring in and evaluate. Accreditations, professional affiliations, and memberships. Won't spend a lot of time here. Just know that, we are accredited by the WASC. We are regionally accredited, which is the highest accreditation any school can have. But we've been vetted out by your senior leadership team. So this program it's tried, it's true, and it's already been battle tested. But we do have some great affiliations and some great programmatic accreditations as well. It is 3:25, so we're doing excellent on time. This presentation was slated for just a short half hour. Again, just to give you guys an idea of the benefits, let you learn a little bit more about UAGC and what it is that we have to offer. Hopefully I've explained it, pretty well. I will open the chat, or you can come off of mute. You can unmute your line if you have any questions here just in the last few minutes. You can call in to the 855 number. If you want to get more information, you can go to the link that's on your screen if you want to get additional information. And then everyone who's here, if you elected yes when you registered that you wanted to get more information, we'll have an enrollment counselor reach out to you just so that you can have one dedicated person that you can talk to and ask questions whenever the time is appropriate. So they'll reach out to you via phone. They'll also send you an email, and that way, you can establish a relationship and maybe get some of your more detailed questions answered at that time. Okay. Let's see. I do have something coming up. When do classes start? Danielle, that is a great question. Our classes are ongoing. Right now we're probably enrolling for, I'd say, the end of March and probably the end of March and April. So we've got courses that are starting, within the next 2 to 3 months for sure. So you'll never be at a disadvantage when it is time for you to start, because we have classes starting on an ongoing basis. Okay. Any additional questions? All right. Where can we find a list of degree options? Hey, Matthew, if you follow that link and just go to the uagc.edu website, you can browse and look at all the master's programs, and you can look at all the undergrad programs as well. Okay. In order to, yeah, no problem. No problem, Matthew. No problem at all. Everything will start with your manager. Those internal documents are going to be listed on your internal portal, but your manager and your HR team will give you an idea. They know where those forms are for you guys to pick up. Who would be responsible for paying for the books? If you're in the FTG program, the books are covered. If you're less than a year and you're using the TB program, then you can use the financial aid to cover your books as well. If my hire date was 3/4 and my start date was 3/9, am I eligible for the full tuition grant? You know what? You just have to have been there over a year. So I would just check with your HR department just to make sure, because you got about a week there where you kind of, right in the middle. But it looks like if you wait another week or two, you should still be eligible. So, but yeah, I would just double check with your HR team. They're gonna be able to give you the answer to that for sure. What is the average completion time for a master's program, assuming that no breaks are taken? That master's program runs anywhere from about a year to a year and a half. If you don't add any additional courses, it's about 39 credits. So it's pretty short. It's not quite 2 years, but I'd say it's about a year to a year and a half. Bachelor's degree, unless you're bringing in, a lot of transfer credits, it's just your standard 4-year program. Are you affiliated with the University of Arizona? Yes. We are, if you think about it from this standpoint, the University of Arizona Global Campus is owned by the University of Arizona. We are a separate school. We are a separate division that focuses on the adult learners online. So we are owned by the University of Arizona. Great questions, guys. Do you have a copy of the classes that will be taken every 6 weeks? It is needed as a part of the application process. I don't have the courses. However, if you can call in to that number to get specific information, or like I stated earlier, you will get a call from an enrollment counselor. You'll also get an email. That'll be your dedicated person. They have access to pull up insert sheets. They have access to pull up more detailed information, and they'll be able to help you with that. Is there a placement test for someone who has no college credits? No, there's no, we don't have to take any exams. You don't have to take any placement tests. The main thing is they will evaluate your high school diploma. They'll look at your GPA, and that's pretty much it. Because you'll be considered a beginner learner. All right. Are there any restrictions for what departments in the company are eligible for the program? Hey Ed, I don't think there are any restrictions, but again, because it's subject to management approval. So when you get the eligibility form and you complete it and give it to your manager, if there's any restrictions or anything at that time, then he's going to let you know. Hey, we've got some pretty sharp computer folks out there. They've already copied the link and dropped it into the chat, which is fantastic. We certainly appreciate that. Okay, guys, it's 3:30. Again, thank you so much. I think you guys have asked some great questions. Hopefully you were able to get your questions answered and just learn a little bit more, about the program and about the process. Again, you will receive, if you elected, yes, through the registration process, someone will reach out to you. They'll give you any additional information that you need. You'll be able to ask specific questions, go into more detail and just kind of have your own live Q&A session. So, if you don't get everything out right now, you'll definitely have an opportunity to get some more information. Okay. Phoenicia, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys have been awesome. Thank you all for chiming in. Again, thank you, organization. Huge opportunity, not something that every employer puts on the table for its associates. So you guys are in a very special situation, and again, a great opportunity. Danielle, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, you guys have, if you want to get in touch with someone just before then, again, you can call in, the information is here on the next step screen.